Just got the wok, and it's got some olive oil in it, and I've actually cut up some onions. Now I use quite a bit because we like to bulk things up, because there's going to be no meat in this, so you can use as much, you know, veggies as you want. I'm going to do the tofu in a minute. I just got a couple of chilies. They're going in there. They're just been dried out, and a couple of cloves of garlic. Actually, I think there's 3 cloves of garlic in there, and some really strong garlic, that one. So what I'm going to do is I just want that to be cooking for a minute. We're going to get that in this wok. It's going to cook quite quickly. So the onions have just been sort of like sliced and chopped up, but they're only, look. They're only small onions. Alright, so just keep that going. We're going to keep moving it around. What I also like to use while that's cooking is some of this Vegeta. So this is gluten-free, lactose-free, it's just a gourmet stock. And a lot of people will add water to that. Like they'll mix it up first, but I don't. Just go like this, pour some on the lid. Okay, so about that much. And sprinkle it over this onions, garlic and chili mix. Sort of makes it go through everything better before you get started with the tofu. For some reason, because I'm filming, it's giving me a hard time. That's what it is. That piece there. I need a better thing. Yeah. Not even just these. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't matter. It all goes down the same way. So what we're looking for when we're making this is that all your onions are see-through, transparent. You want that transparent before you start adding the tofu. Starting to get that way now. And when we add the tofu, we're going to let the tofu brown up a bit. Alright, I'm happy with how that looks just for now. I'm just going to push this over to the side. Okay, so this is the firm tofu, and it's just like in little 1 centimeter pieces. Now we've already got that Vegeta in there, so as this cooks, the Vegeta's going to go through everything right now. It's browning up really quickly. We just want to get this nice and golden. So when you're using a wok, just do it up as high as you can for the first part. especially if you've got a lot of vegetables, they're going to need a little bit more cooking. So unless you're blanching them or parboiling them, you're going to need to cook it a little bit longer than what you see on TV or what you see at Wok in the Box, whatever you want to call it. Now, great thing about a wok is it just evenly cooks, even up at the sides, but you do have to keep it moving. Now I want that to get semi-brown, so I'm just going to let it sit for a minute, and then I'm going to put it in a bowl. You're getting it nice and brown like that. Now this will go back in, this will come out of this pot, but it will go back in at the end. Now you can also add a little bit of roasted garlic marinade. It's like soy sauce and garlic together. Now I don't measure anything, I just dollop. If you haven't got that, you can just use some soy sauce. And it comes out beautiful like this. You always want to get your base right. You want to get the base, you know, spend that time, that extra little bit of time getting this base bit right, and it will make all the difference to the end result. Nice and golden now. Okay, alright, I'm just going to transfer that. So this just comes right out now into a bowl, and you've got to resist the temptation of eating that. See, now you would normally have chicken, well now you can change it. Now when you use tofu, for this particular recipe, you don't want it to be soft tofu, you want firm tofu going on there. Oh, go like this and get it in the bowl. How's that? Oops. Alright. So I'm just going to add a little bit more olive oil here now. And a little bit more of that stuff. The vegetables. So that's carrot and sweet potatoes, a bit of capsicum. This is going to cook really fast now. Get that stuff coated. And then just dump the rest in. There's some squash, there's all kinds, mushrooms, you name it. And you want to just get it coated in that oil that we put in there, like all of it. So keep tossing it around for a minute. Then you want to add just a little bit of water and it's going to sizzle. So that's going to help the vegetables to cook. You see how much you can get this to fill up. I mean, you can add any vegetables that you want in here. And we're using vegetables that are like at the end of the week. And we're going to do it with some rice noodles as well. I mean, you don't need to have rich sauces or anything like that. You use the natural flavours as much as you can. You can put pumpkin in it or any kind of vegetable. We like to use sweet potato. And right at the very end, I've got some bok choy. Now you don't put that in until the very end because it only really needs to wilt over a little bit, and so it will stay crispy. My handles are really hot. Just moving this a bit. Now, might just add a little bit more Vegeta because we put a little bit of water in there, so maybe just that much on the veggies. Now with this you will not have to add any salt or anything like that. The Vegeta's it tastes quite salty as it is, so you don't need salt. You'll be surprised. Okay, so I'm going to add the rest that tofu back in with the chilies, because then that'll start going through everything. Mix this up again. My handles are really hot. Now you can put some nuts or like pine nuts or anything like that in there, or cashews if you like. Alright, so this is just about done. You can tell because of the way the cauliflower is going. It's starting to get like transparent in there. So you don't want it overdone, you just want it nice and lightly done but cooked all the way through. So what I do now is with this, I'm just going to turn it down slightly. And put the lid on. And we'll be back in a minute to do the rice. Okay, we're just going to put in the bok choy now. And so this was how many? Two. Two the heads of bok choy, and I just put it on the top. It's already been rinsed and everything. You see how this comes up into a big meal here, and then start tossing it through. And I'm going to put the lid back on again in a second. I just want to show you this bit. Now we get everything from the markets, it's all pretty well fresh. But you want that green leafy, you know. food for your iron levels and things. And it's so delicious. Well, you can already tell it's delicious. It's very, very tasty. Alright, so I'm going to put the lid on and then we'll get the noodles soaking. So I'm going to boil the kettle, put these noodles in a bowl and boil the kettle and pour the boiling water over the top and then put a plate on that. Let them sit for a few minutes and then I'll come back and show you what they look like. Okay. And just poured some boiling water over those noodles. And I'm going to just get a plate and put it over there for a couple of minutes until that's finished. And we'll be back. Hey everyone, I've just finished now. So what we've done is, here's how the noodles came out. And you just put the lid on them and soak them. You don't have to boil them, you just got to soak them. And our dinner's all ready. So I'll just show you how it looks when it's all out. I'm just going to make some for my husband first. He likes to have a fair bit. You can see there's just so much in this. And that's it. So there's enough there for 4 people or a couple of nights, different meals or whatever you want to do. And you can just put some cracked pepper or sweet chili sauce if you like that, or some coriander on the top, and it's all done. So thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed our cooking show, and we'll make more videos on this if you like. So give us a thumbs up or whatever and tell us what you want to see. Alright, bye. Bye everyone. I'm just putting some coriander on the top, and I just cut it up. And it's all done. Yummy yum.